guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. So I know this video is a little late, but I decided to do my skincare routine just for day 9. So here is what I do. So first off, I start off with the oil-free acne wash from Neutrogena, if I said that right, I'm sure I did. And it says, cleanse twice a day, wet face, apply to hands, add water, and work into a lather. So, and then it says, massage face gently, rinse thoroughly. So what I'm going to do is basically going to gently wash my face with warm water, is that what it said? Well, it just says add water. So, just going to wet my face with a little bit of cold water because our hot water doesn't really seem to work right now. So, I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then we'll get on to this step. Okay, so now that I've splashed water on my face and I know that like my face is all red, so now that I've done that, I'm gonna go ahead and put just a little bit of the oil-free wash on my hand. I always kind of eye it just a little bit, so this is about how much I put, and then I go around. If I need more, then I will add more. And yeah, so it's supposed to pump up, so then you know, like, it's gonna clean it, and like once it clears up that leaves, you can wash it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it on my forehead, and I'm being careful of as to where I'm putting it around my face. So like around the eyes, it's not suggested, so I'm just gonna rub it in gently and putting that in, going kind of underneath my nose and then up under. So gently washing it, and then whatever's left over, I just take a rag or a towel and just nicely wipe it. Okay, so this towel is no longer clean. Now I've cleaned it. So I'm going to throw that in my hamper. And so now that it's dried a little bit, what I normally do is I wash it off, but I'm going to do a little cheat, like a little hack, and just use wipes. And this is what I do normally. So I don't really do this all the time, but in this case, to move on to the next step, I will. So what I'm doing now is that, like, it's cleared. I'm going to let it sit in just for a few minutes and then pass it with the wipes. And next, I'm going to pull out one of these. So I did this one the other day. Or is it the gold? No, I did the gold one the other day. So it's in between these two. And I think what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do this one. So then what I do is I get my little brush, and I'm going to set this right down, and I wet it just a bit. Well, more to where it's kind of soaked. I don't know if you guys can see it. Oh yeah, you can see me. Hello. So, this is what I do, and then I set this down, but I set it to like facing towards the sink. And then I just take my wipe and just kind of go into it, because now the face mask, this one, is all dry, and I can tell because it's like kind of, how do I say, getting hard. So when it gets hard, it's easier to clean. And then all I do is just kind of rub it, because when you rub it in, it stays in there just a bit. So then I go all like this. Now normally I won't do this, but like if I'm in a hurry, I'll just do it, so that way it goes out clean. And you can see as I'm passing the wipe. Okay, you guys, so I just finished with the mask. It's all off. Well, not all off, because I had just set it. Now I'm using the wipey to just kind of go around it and then kind of push it in just a little bit, but not so much. And then taking my hand and I just kind of pass it around just to get whatever's left over off. I normally take one hand or a sponge. You can use a sponge or a hand. Either way, it works. So now I'm going in with the Spa Scriptions Metallics. This one is the Purifying Metallic Wash Off Mask with charcoal, volcanic ash, and Kalon clay. And it's 1.7 ounces and 50 milliliters. So I'm gonna open it up. This is the top, and then this is how it looks. So I've used just a little bit as my daily routine. So what I do is I just dip the brush in so you guys can see, and it'll look like that, and then I just go at it. Now it comes on super light. So what I recommend is to build up. So I'm going to go back in and just kind of build it up a little more so it looks like I have a mask on, not my face looking wet. So I'm just going to do that, put it around my nose and down my other cheek, and then I go back in and do the same repeated steps, and I just go like that and that. Put some here and there. Underneath. It's kind of hard to talk when it's like, your mouth is like here. So and then I just kind of blended it. And then I take the brush and I put it right into the sink, or right next to the sink, and what's laying it out is just that. So there is this, and then I close this up, put it back where it goes, let this set in, and then after this or normally what I'll do is I'll use the age define one, and I use the same brush, but like I wash off the brush and then like I just do it. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I know I stepped away from the camera, so I'm just gonna put the brush there, and then I'm gonna open this, which is super tight because like my hands are wet. So here's the cap, and this is what it looks like. I have rarely used this one just because I don't really dip into a hot pink color like this a lot, but if I do, it'll be like eyeshadow or something. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the brush, just a little, not too much, and I'm gonna go right underneath the eye so you guys can kind of see just a little bit of it. So it's basically as if I'm creating a cut crease, because the most age define is basically right underneath my eyes, because that's where you can see the how do I say, bruising, and then I'll put some on my nose, and normally I'll do like forehead, so it looks like that, and I'll kind of just make a cross and then blend it in right at the top. It's kind of like doing a makeup review, a makeup tutorial, but yeah. And then I go over that and just skip it right in, and then I go down. So normally I'm sure you guys will be like, well, you should be mixing it together because you don't know what's in it and everything else. I know the thing is that, like, okay, maybe, so I know that mixing face masks is not a good idea, but it helps sometimes, like, when you're not certain as to a certain thing or something like that. So I just let this sit in, put that there, and then, like, I let it cool down, and, like, when it gets a little hard is when I, like, wash it off. And yeah, so I guess we can go and do that because the bottom part is dry, and then, like, we'll let this part sit in, and that's about that. Okay, you guys, so I'm just gonna go ahead and wash this off. So instead of using a wipe like I showed you guys the first time, I'm really gonna wash it off and then just use a towel that I have there. And I'm sorry if, like, the sink is loud, it'll get like that. So I'm gonna turn it down just a little too much. It's a little cold, which I don't mind, and then I just wash it off like that. Getting a towel. So, I know most of you are probably like, why are you rinsing off the pink one already if it's not dry? Well, it's because what I do is I don't really wash it off because I let it sit in my skin overnight, and then in the morning I rinse. So that's one of the things I do normally, voluntary, not all the time, but I do it. And then normally after those two steps, I'll go in with the facial scrub, the coconut oil and sea salt facial scrub. But the thing is that I have the paper mask and I used the lavender one and it didn't really help, but it's just because I didn't do my normal repeated steps, and what I did was I just skipped right through it and put the face mask on it, and what it did was it broke me out more. So, like, just all of this is, yeah, it's breaking me out. So I'm going to skip this, even though this says to prepare skin wet face before use, massage in circular motions, concentrating on dry areas of the face, rinse thoroughly with water. And then it just tells you everything else. It doesn't really say if it has oil. I mean, not oil, but like grease, which I know it's oil, but still. I lied about that because it did. It said like minis oil and stuff, something like that. So anyways, that was my skincare routine. If you liked the video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you are new, welcome, welcome. Subscribe to the Ram Fam. Hit that bell so you are notified every time I upload a new video. And we'll see you guys next time. Peace.